¿De dónde eres?
The Quechua lesson was really awesome. After one lesson, I can say that I speak Quechua. But I don't think the intent of the lesson was to teach an entirely new language.
Tú vas a decir así, de igual modo para ti, o sea, lo mismo para ti, vas a decir.
Rather, the Quechua lesson provided me with an understanding that Peruvian culture has a rich history, and the Peruvian people are proud of their history. Although I remember maybe a handful of Quechua words, I enjoyed the lesson very much.
¿De dónde eres?
The Quechua lesson was really awesome. After one lesson, I can say that I speak Quechua. But I don't think the intent of the lesson was to teach an entirely new language.
Tú vas a decir así, de igual modo para ti, o sea, lo mismo para ti, vas a decir.
Rather, the Quechua lesson provided me with an understanding that Peruvian culture has a rich history, and the Peruvian people are proud of their history. Although I remember maybe a handful of Quechua words, I enjoyed the lesson very much. On the bus, for my city tours, I visited Sacsayhuaman, Cayingo, Ollantaytambo, Pucapucara, Chinchero, Pisac, and several mercados and museums. Coming from Ohio, the first thing I noticed was the mountains. It's quite difficult to describe my feelings of standing atop some mountain and looking across the Peruvian valley, just like an Incan ruler did a half a millennium ago. My favorite tour destination has probably been Ollantaytambo, because it was there that I saw the way Incans farmed. And as a farmer myself, I think it's incredibly interesting how Incans were able to farm mountainsides by making step terraces. I'm not sure how the Incans were able to build these step terraces. I don't know how today we could build these step terraces. To me, the Incans are just geniuses. On one of the city trips, a destination was a market, and at this market, there were llamas. I love animals. That's kind of what made me feel at home. I have to admit, I'm a bit of a wheeler dealer, and I think I get that from my mom. I love walking up to really just complete strangers and asking them, of course, ¿cuánto cuesta? ¿Cuánto cuesta this and cuánto cuesta that? And whatever the starting price is, my goal is to get half that price. And if they meet me halfway, I may or may not still buy.
El plato que vamos a hacer hoy día se llama ají de gallina. Most of our food is a fusion from the different immigrations we had. Japanese, Chinese, in this case it's the Spanish. You know, in the Inca time, we only have chilies and the potatoes. The cheese was brought by the Spanish, and those are the main ingredients. The first step is to remove the veins, and then you boil this for a period of 20 minutes, depending how many are there. If you are able to remove with your fingers the skin, then you put it in the blender and you add oil. Like I told you, like the oil should be in the same level than the quantity of chilies.
I was interested in taking the cooking class because I wanted to learn the Peruvian cooking, like what kind of food they ate, how they cooked it, what kind of ingredients they used, and my friends were like, let's go. So.
Has to be whole milk. To blend it with the bread. It's a dish that you add stuff depending how many people is gonna eat it. A medida de lo posible es mejor una cocina más grande. It's kind of easy to teach that because you have the pot here and you start adding stuff and moving and then taste it. ¿Está bueno? And then move it and then taste it. I mean, it's a basic recipe. But if you like it spicier, you add more spice, more chili. If you like it more salty, you add more salt. Because anybody can cook.
I do like to cook, but I've only cooked North American food, such as pastas, lasagna, hot dogs.
The chicken, to be honest, I'm not sure if in the Inca times we have chickens. But for sure, no, the last Inca that we had was named Atahualpa. And Hualpa means chicken in Quechua. So I was discussing that with my colleagues. They are locals from here, and most of them they know how to speak Quechua and say so what. So it was chicken those times. I said, no, what it means walpa. And they told me, yes, chicken. So it doesn't make sense for me.
I got to see a new recipe being cooked in front of me. I got to try a new ethnic food. I got to meet new students. Large amount of food for everybody, and the interaction among other students was great. Got to meet some new people, hear their stories. The turnout was amazing. There was a lot of people that showed up, possibly due to the interest in cooking or free food, or both. It was really good. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it.